Tamping. I think a lot of people will tell you out there that you should always be tamping with 30 pounds of pressure. That's kind of the magical number somehow that exists out there. And really, the idea behind tamping is to make sure that you're making this flat, compact bed for the water to hit. Espresso brewing is a very violent process. You have 130 pounds of pressure of water hitting this coffee bed, and you just want to make sure it's flat and compact. The actual amount of weight that you're putting onto the coffee with a tamper isn't so important as the fact that you're doing it consistently time after time.
Yeah.
So it becomes a variable that you can take out of the equation, and it's something that just exists in your routine.
Yeah. When you're tamping, if you're straining, you're tamping too hard. And the most important thing with tamping is going to be A, not injuring yourself or hurting yourself, and B, just efficiently taking your weight and force down your arm to the coffee. And if you do that, you shouldn't have to tamp very hard to get the requisite amount of pressure, to get the air pockets out and just get an even bed of coffee.
There's another thing I see a lot out there where people are taking bathroom scales and putting them up on the table, and they're getting like, okay, that's 30, that's 30, that's 30. And actually, I would say maybe the very first time you tamp, you could do that just to feel what 30 pounds of pressure feels like, so that you realize like, oh, I don't have to push that hard. But beyond that, getting so specific about 30 pounds, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and this is basically the rule of coffee baking, but focusing less on those sort of esoteric things and more on the foundational, like weigh your coffee, buy good beans, use good water, use good equipment. That's going to get you 95% of the way there. The small tamping at specific pounds of pressure is pretty much meaningless in the greater scheme of things.